Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and please share this video as it helps the channel significantly. Ripple and XRP power Bitso's 3.3 billion cross-border transactions throughout 2022. Bitso, the Mexican cryptocurrency exchange, reports processing over 3.3 billion USD in cross-border transactions in 2022, and Bitso uses stablecoins or cryptocurrencies like XRP for the majority of its international transfers. Ripple president reacts to multi-billion-dollar success in a key region, stating this is real-world utility. Says Monica Long, as Ripple's key partner, reports multi-billion-dollar share in transactions between U.S. and Mexico. Ripple President Monica Long commented on the latest report from the company's key partner in Mexico, Bitso, published earlier on LiveCoins. In particular, Long noted the company's success in capturing a large share of the remittance market between the U.S. and Mexico through its crypto for business service. Also, too, Deaton explains why Judge Torres is delaying the Ripple, or the ruling in Ripple versus the SEC lawsuit, stating that she comprehends it's one of the most impactful moments in cryptocurrency and the future of currency. As you get into the article, he's just stating that she understands the significance of this Ripple versus SEC ruling, basically as setting precedent. I think that's a part of it for sure, but for me, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the delay, and whenever they're ready for this to end, it will end immediately. Just as they say, whenever they're ready for the price of XRP to move and this full asset to use its capability throughout the Ripple software and technology, then it's going to happen instantly. And it's one of those things where once you turn on all the corridors, the price has to be high. As David Schwartz says, it can't be cheap. And that's where we're going to see as, oh man, I just blanked on his name, Shane Ellis theory. Not the Twitter Shane Ellis, but the original Shane Ellis. I believe he was a UK banking insider, and he stated once they flipped the switch that the price of XRP would be extremely high instantly. And to me, I think, if you follow this channel, I've seen flip the switch fitting of probably 4 to 5 different scenarios where it has multiple meanings, but I think that's one of them. I say flip the switch is whenever kind of adding two together is when they've already built the new pipelines, as they used to call it, for the new financial system. The trials and tested have exceeded their expectations. And again, I think moving forward with the flipping the switches, that's whenever they open all corridors at once through the through ODL, basically. And again, that's going to be very, very significantly. For years, we've kind of wondered, hoped, guessed, estimated, assumed, whatever you want to put in there, everything kind of works and everything kind of fits at this point. But what the volume was, what the price would be, we know the price of XRP, it's got to last somewhere between 50 and 100 years, like every other, industrial revolution, now being in the fourth industrial revolution again. So the price has to exceed that. It can't just, max out in one current year, because again, remember, with digital assets, most of them are deflationary. For example, like XRP, the more you spend, the more that you burn. Also, it's a minute and a very minuscule small amount, but at the same time, it still is an amount, and that's not insignificant over 50 to 100 years, especially with the amount of volume. As Brad Garlinghouse states, they have 90% of the FX market, and over 50% of that is on ODL. We're not seeing that through the manipulation and the control of the current price and volume, but once they decide to make that public and release it and let that go, that's where we're going to see that instantly. And I do believe it will be this year. And as Brad Garlinghouse stated, the first half of 2023, and I believe that he meant with Ripple being able to use their technology moving forward. Also, too, with Vechain onboarding the next billion massive vWorld update to completely eliminate fees. Vechain has implemented fee delegation in its official web wallet, vWorld, to eliminate the need for users to manage their own transaction fees and increase blockchain adoption. This update simplifies blockchain technology for developers, marketplace, DApp users, and the general public. Vechain A leading smart contract platform has announced the implementation of fee delegation, a little tricky on the tongue, in its official web wallet vWorld to further increase blockchain adoption. Fee delegation feature enables global enterprises to use the Vechain Thor public blockchain without paying transaction fees or managing crypto assets directly. With the integration of fee delegation in vWorld, Vechain has eliminated the need for users to manage their own transaction fees, thus creating a more user-friendly experience for developers, marketplaces, dApp users, and ultimately the members of the general public who wish to use blockchain app. Going into this a little bit extensive because it's a well-written article, and I want to share a handful of it because I think it's really interesting because it's going to lead into the next conversation. So the feature allows users to navigate to vWorld's settings and add a sponsor account or URL to the blockchain without managing transaction costs. Vechain has also enabled the delegation of transaction cost payments from another wallet, allowing X nodes to become ecosystem gas stations for dApps, businesses, DeFi, or any other kind of activity running on Vechain's blockchain. Update showcases the case or the use case of the URL fee delegation with services provided by vFree, a third-party delegation service, and the delegating URLs powered by Vechain Energy, a Vechain ecosystem tool builder that developed a transaction sponsoring service called vFree. The service allows users to select the delegating URL at the moment of sending a transaction with fees on their user's behalf. Vechain's goal is to simplify blockchain tech and facilitate mass adoption. The company believes that the mass adoption of blockchain will only occur when it is as simple as using the internet. With vWorld's fee delegation feature, Vechain is creating an optimal environment to achieve this goal and onboard the next billion users. And again, let's go back to that really quick. The company believes that the mass adoption of blockchain will only occur when it is as simple as using the internet. And that's something we've always said. This adoption will accelerate extensively whenever it's available for both, the infants. I jokingly say that up to 12 years old because when my kids were 12 months old, they were showing me how to literally use the Apple. So simple that the kids can use it. But again, that's why it's such a big hit, and it's so simple that the grandparents can use it. When you think of the elementary to kindergarten kids, preschool kids, and then you think of the grandparents who are not really excited about any of the technology. As people get older, they tend to get more set in their ways. As the old saying goes, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and that's just the reason people get used to their comfort zone. They don't want to change. So again, having said that, whenever you get simplicity, ease of use, safety, security, or at least it has that feeling, then that's where the masses will just flood in, and it will be an unstoppable burst and break of the dam. Having said that, the XRPayNet has an excellent wallet to hold your XRPayNet, has swapping capabilities for over 90,000 trading pairs, XRPL, so it's extremely fast and efficient, and I think that's, again, one of my favorite hot wallets to use. Again, everyone has a different wallet and a different use case for their wallets. If you're like me, you probably have multiple wallets for different reasoning as well. Sometimes you have one that you like to swap, sometimes you have one that you like to store, and sometimes you have specific wallets because they hold specific assets better than others. And guys, again, remember, this is not financial advice. And as always, before we go, I'm going to leave you with a final thought. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Much love to each and every one of you, and we will catch you in the next one.